Hello, welcome back to my channel, and you're very much welcome to like, subscribe, and share our video with your friends, your family, and people that you know. Please share, but please subscribe to this channel. And this is the way to go. We believe when we talk our challenges out, this is how we can move forward. And ladies and gentlemen, today I have a very interesting topic. I want us to have an eye in a community where we as people can really move with an excitement, move with eagerness to see that our country is redirected or move in a right direction, or our countries or our continent can move from one level to another. My passion is to see that things begin to work in a way that will actually make things better for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is one of those days that I have enjoyed. There are things that annoys me when I begin to think about them, and that's why I come and share them with you people. And today, in our talk today, we are going to look at a very interesting topic. I would say very interesting because it gives us a direction of what can we invest in, what can our government, what can our continent begin to invest in to bring in our best, to begin to use our natural resources that God has blessed us with, to begin to use the natural resources that our land is endowed with. We are in the best, we are the best part of the continent. We are the best continent in the whole world. But if we don't take a step forward, we might not benefit from the bestness or from the goodness, from the richness of our continent. So, what is that thing that we need all of us to, our government, or all of us should be thinking of investing into? Well, there are many things. So let's begin our topic today. Like, is our government, I mean, is this government or is our leaders investing correctly? Is our leaders investing correctly? The reason why I ask such question because we are incurring debt to ourselves, we are borrowing and we are not getting anything. We are seeing only beautification of the country and we are not seeing the real development. So is our government, our government as a continent investing rightly? Of course, there are countries that are getting it right, there are countries that are getting it all wrong. It's like decorating a house on lawn, and you begin, when it goes high, then you will lose the house just because you want to decorate a house. Yes, it is not bad to borrow. I would say that. That's maybe somebody is beginning to think that way, of which I will read that point at one time. But what is the essence of borrowing? Okay, let's talk about our investment. What should we as a country invest in? What should our government be? What should be the next priority to invest in? I would say the first thing first. The government has to invest in its people, invest. But when I talk about people now, people begin to think, what are you talking about? Let me break that down. When I mean investing in the people, we have to invest in skilling the people so that we can use the natural resources that we have at hand, the beauty of our land, the richness of our land, the richness of our soil. That's what I mean. If we are to invest in our people, that means we are giving them great material, great education, great substances, great teachings, not like just going to school to get data. Our system of education has to change from data point to the practicality, from understanding level to analytical level and applicatory part of education. So the first thing first, let the government invest on the people that will begin to extract these natural resources and begin to use them. Then the second thing, let me talk about the technology. The technological investment can help a government to push forward. If we begin to build factories, if we begin to build our own refineries, we begin to build things that we can process the product that are produced locally here and sell finished product. I believe the GDP of our country, the economy of our country, the attraction of the foreign monies, what they call foreign currencies, will actually be in real. So the government should also look in that area to invest in technology so that we can produce finished product. God has blessed us with oil. God has blessed us with gold. God has blessed us with the coffee. God has blessed us with cotton. God has blessed us with every fruit that any country needs. But what we don't have is that we are not using our skills. We are not using these natural resources, these produce to sell finished products. And that's why I am coming to you. If my voice can reach whoever is in the government, if my voice can reach any person in the world, that technological investment can bring a greater development to any country. Look at the developed country in the West. It all started by technology. Look at Switzerland. They hardly cultivate. They don't have enough land, but they have invested their strength on technology. Now that we have both fertile soil, and if we can skill our people and we invest in technology and begin to buy this equipment to refine our products, to process this produce, how much more will the world, how many countries will flood our continent? So let the country, let Uganda, let East Africa, let Africa, let the whole of Africa begin to think on investing on technology. And that is the way to go. That is the way to go. If we are to come up from the low levelness of production, from the low levelness of our being lower in the ladder, and we want to climb, let us begin to invest on things. Yes, most countries are now investing on road, but that road, what are you using them to? What are you using road to transport if you don't have produce? I want us to invest on things that matter. And when we are investing on road, like, it's a good thing, but let's put higher quality services and let's give those jobs to our people. When we skill our people from any part of the world, our target should be that we get our people skilled from any corners of the world. We can take them to places where people manufacture planes. We can take them to places where people manufacture phones, to schools, cars, name them. And we begin to produce our goods locally here. Computers, name that. We are capable. Our country is more capable. You leaders, our leaders, this beautiful continent is capable. So the first thing first, invest on your people. Invest in machineries, technology, where goods can be processed and refined. Look at now the oil. Look at the oil sector. God has blessed us with oil sector. But remember, we are still suffering as a nation with oil. The reason why we are suffering is because we are only investing in the pipeline so that we can export the crude oil. That we can export the crude oil, not the finished oil, not the oil, not the fuel for use. And if we are to process this oil locally, the advantage of processing this, if we have the machineries, number one, the advantage is that the prices will fall down, but it will attract people to buy from us. Now look at Russia that has been hit. Russia, the war in Ukraine and Russia has hit every part of the world, according to people who talk about that. But there are things that I say the part of the world are hit by themselves as well. So let's invest in ourselves. Let's invest in our country. Let's invest in this beautiful nation. Let's invest and let the world come and see the beauty of this wonderful. With our investment, with all this investment, the world will be attracted to us because look at the natural resources we have, and we should be able to guard these natural resources. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know it is a difficult point. I know it's not an easy moment where we, all of us, are looking forward to address certain issues that arises in a community. But the first thing first is that we can invest in the life of our people. We can invest in technology. We can invest in our continent by investing much in the education sector, investing much in the machineries, in investing in much in agriculture. Agriculture is the third one I want to talk about. When I move in the markets, whether you are in UK, whether you are in America, whether you are in Switzerland, whether you are in Africa, name the continent, name the country where you can be. The desire that you go to any supermarket or a mall, the first thing you will see is the agricultural product everywhere. The beer you take, if we had the machinery, which we have for beers, they are from the farms, the end products of farms. We invest in coffee, invest in milk, invest uh, um, in all those areas, dairy, meat production. Then the country can jump out of this thing called so poverty. And the beauty is that the name, your name, the legacy that you can leave behind is left, it will be seen. I really discourage our countries from getting loan for building roads. That is my ideology. I don't know how you think about it. Because recently, one of the countries in East Africa, there was a talk that the Chinese are coming to take over their airport, their national airport. And they have only one national airport. Or is it international or a national airport? International airport. Oh, let's call it like that. You people know. One of those countries. But now, it's just because they're borrowing money to build roads. Roads are very good, I can tell you. It is transport, but the quality of work also matters. But what if we had invested in the machinery for maybe computer production, or we borrow loan and invest in the hospital? Our people, when they fall sick, we take them outside abroad to treat them, as if we don't have manpower here. We have medical doctors so that means we have to invest. There's opportunity, there are rooms everywhere in this country so that the country we can invest in. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy. Please like and subscribe our video after watching this. And may the Lord bless you. Today, let's put it like this. I love you all. Coming back tomorrow with a very exciting talk again. Maybe tomorrow I'm thinking about how we can begin to invest in our communities. But this one was majorly directed to the government. Then we have a channel also called Family Channel. I will leave a link on this video. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you.